Hello everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Loz and today we're doing another pick a card reading. Today's question is, what is new in love? What new love is coming into your life? What's new in love for you in your current relationship? All sorts of things, but generally, what is new in love? So we've got three piles here. We've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Once again, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I do not know my crystal names, but today I do know this one. This is malachite, and it's actually the inside of a malachite that I've had since I was a little girl, like 10 years old. It used to be whole, and I dropped it and it cracked in half, and since then it's cracked through there too. It's a lot paler than it used to be, but I love that, the inside of it. And then we've got like a blue agate, I think it might be, untumbled. It's got a bit of sparkles. Sparkle through there. And then we have this beauty, which I don't know if you'll be able to see in this light, but it's like a very cloudy purpley colour. It's got a translucence to it, but I know it's hard to tell on camera. Okay. So, take your time, meditate on the decks. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to. I ask that you choose the cards from your intuition. I will be shuffling and drawing the cards for each group individually, so the decks haven't actually been chosen yet, so just choose based on your intuition. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in and out, and then once you open your eyes, they will naturally gravitate towards a particular deck, or whatever you remember you first laid eyes on, pick that deck. Whilst you're choosing, I did want to mention a couple of things. So I've got 3 things in the description box below. If you just click down below, you'll see my email address if you would like a private reading with me. You'll see the link to my online shop, and you will also see the link to my Instagram account if you'd like to follow me on Instagram. Actually, there's 4 things. The 4th thing is my PayPal account. If you would like to donate to my channel, I'd be forever grateful. If you'd like a private reading, I'd be very happy to help you, more than grateful for the business. And if you'd like to visit my online shop, then 2/3 of the revenue go back to my animal rescue, which I'm working on opening. So definitely check those things out if you feel called to. But otherwise, if you're ready to go, we will get started. By the way, the timestamps are in the description box below also, so there's 5 things. Okay, hello group number 1. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the Smith Rider-Waite Sentinel Tarot deck. Give them a cleanse and a shuffle, and we'll set the intention. What is new in love for group number 1? So we have King of Swords. Let's come through. Have Death. And we have the High Priestess. Ooh, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Alright. And then we have the Moonology deck. We'll give them a cleanse. And we'll set the intention. What is new in love for group number 1? Please. time to release negativity. The full moon in Scorpio. Looks like you guys are going through a breakup. Yeah, definitely. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. That's if we've got take time to breathe out, the disseminating moon. Okay. And then we have the animal spirit deck. So this will indicate your current energy and your energy moving through into the future. This is insane, guys. The black egg and the vulture. I have gotten these two cards together, the black egg in your current energy and the vulture in your future energy. This is now the third time in a row. If you have watched my previous readings, maybe it's, you know, your energy coming through all the time, but wow, like I hope the camera caught that those jumped out. Like I didn't even cherry pick those. Whew. Okay, let's get into it. Alrighty, group number one. So we're starting off with the King of Swords, and I believe this is a representation of your partner. If you're a female, then you may be dating a man or a woman with a very masculine energy. If you're a male, then again you may be dating a man or a woman with a very masculine energy, and often with masculine energy comes a strength in character, especially with the King of Swords. You can see that represented by the orange underneath his grey cape though. So he has very strong will, strong emotions, but he hides it, okay? The King of Swords is almost too good at trying to over-rationalise his emotions and not allowing himself to sometimes, in a healthy manner, get carried away with them, okay? Because, you know, sometimes it's good to get carried away with your emotions, such as joy, happiness, love, and it seems like this person is too rational about it, okay? You know, I can imagine this kind of person as being the kind of person who waits like 2 years before they ever say I love you, or if they even say it at all, but you know that they feel it. And if you were to confront them about it, then they would be like, oh, look, you're being ridiculous. I know you know I love you. That kind of thing, you know. That's the kind of person I'm seeing here. And you're in the High Priestess energy. You're very intuitive. You are in need of your masculine counterpart, that masculine energy counterpart, yeah? You're in need of your twin flame, in need of your counterpart, your soulmate. That phallic energy is represented by the pomegranates. So I think you really desire a masculine energy in your life. But you are looking in on yourself. You're trying to learn how to speak your truth, which is what comes with the black egg energy, okay? The black egg is a spiritual transformation where you're learning about your inner truth and learning how to honor that and maintain the integrity of who you are truly to yourself on the inside. And you know, you can feel it almost like, imagine your voice within the egg reverberating around and around. It's like it's bouncing around. Your truth is bouncing around in your head, trying to get out. Yeah? It's time for you to start speaking your truth. That's what the High Priestess is calling to. And I think you're juggling up. You're trying to balance the idea of yourself speaking your truth and this relationship. But you're no longer feeling committed to it. The Page of Pentacles in reverse is a lack of commitment. You're no longer devoted to this, and I think that's going to result in the death of your relationship. I think that you will break up with this person, and it will be you doing the breaking up. And I can very much see you in this. You're kind of torn between these two energies. The energy, I can pull this card closer for you to see. Okay. See how this woman faces death. ready to surrender, but she turns her head away. It's her ego fighting it. She's not yet completely ready to accept the change. But see how this child faces death with the flowers in her hand. She's receptive to it. She's ready to accept it. It's a very typical meaning description of the death card, but I think it really rings true for you. You're really torn between those two energies. You want to accept it because you desire to speak your truth, but you're not quite ready yet, and I think that's why you're juggling this decision of whether or not you should break up. I feel like this has been a long-term relationship, and maybe that's why you don't know yourself completely, and the High Priestess is calling you to learn your inner self a bit more. So yeah, I'm getting the sense that this has been a really long-term relationship, you know, maybe even like a relationship since high school into your mid-20s, maybe even later, or if you're younger than that, you know, maybe this has been your longest standing relationship that you've had, or your only relationship so far that perhaps you started in at a young age or started in before you really understood who you were. And it's almost like you've become defined by this relationship, and it's time for you to let it go and understand yourself. And I think a part of you already has, you know, you're already not feeling that commitment or desire for the relationship anymore, but it's what you know, okay? It's what you're used to, it's what you're comfortable with. And I feel like there is a little bit of negativity to this relationship. The full moon in Scorpio, and you know, the lesson for Scorpio is to learn how to accept change. So if you are a Scorpion, you might be finding it hard. You know, this might even be that you are afraid of what could happen to you in your stability with finances and your maybe even your home if you share a home together, you know, so you're weighing up whether or not it's worth breaking up with this person to lose all of that stability. Okay, but the lesson here, look at the bigger picture, and the lesson for it's time to release negativity is that yes, it is time, you know. You might be nitpicking at the small details, like especially over the holidays, the Easter holidays. It's a harder time certainly to break up with someone, especially if you're involved with their family. You know, you might have just gone on a holiday with their family over the Easter holidays, and you're like, how can I break up with this person when I've just been, you know, staying at their beach house? Or if I break up with this person, who gets to stay in the apartment? If I break up with this person, who gets to, you know, you might have mutual friends, who gets to stay friends with this person? You know, there's a lot of little details, and they are valid concerns, but they're not what should be guiding your decision here. What should be guiding your decision is this relationship serving your inner truth? Is this relationship serving who you are? Is this relationship serving that High Priestess energy, that energy that you need to feel empowered and connected to your spiritual self, to your soul purpose? Okay, that's what you need to consider. And you've got the bow and arrow here, and it's like, you got to point that arrow and shoot it already. It's time. Yeah? Then you've got a time for healing, okay? And this is the balsamic moon, and you've got take time to breathe out, which is the disseminating moon. So this is between a moon cycle, either side of a moon cycle. So I think what's going to happen is you're going to come into this time of healing where you're going to recognize that you need to pay attention to yourself and need to pay attention to your needs. You still need to care about everyone else. I'm not telling you to be selfish, but certainly prioritize your needs, okay? And I think once you start to do that, you might go through another full moon cycle before you come into this breakup, which is your time to breathe out. The disseminating moon happens after the full moon, after that, you know, full expansion of energy, and the disseminating moon is kind of the collapse inwards of that energy, like it's literally just trickling away. And yeah, I think that over the next month over the next moon cycle, you're going to come into this energy and break up with this person. And look, I know this is like a harsh reading, and I'm sorry, I do apologize for that, but I don't want to sugarcoat anything for you. I want the best for you, and I want to be honest, and this is honestly what's coming to me and what's coming up in the cards. Okay, and ultimately when you take time to breathe out, it's going to be good for you, and it's going to help you. I think you're already on the path perhaps of listening to your inner truth. You've just gotten to that point where you can't ignore it anymore. You know, as I said, it's echoing around, it's bouncing around in your head, you can't ignore it anymore. Okay, and then you've got this vulture energy. So the vulture is it's the energy of cleaning up the death around you. So cleaning up the change, cleaning up the tiddly-taddly bits, like who gets to stay in the apartment, who gets to remain friends with whom, that kind of idea. You know, you're cleaning up those bits and pieces. That's what the vulture energy is. But it's for the best. It's cleansing, okay? So it's an important phase for you. All right, now we'll take out some of the Angel Oracle deck for some further messages. Chicken, get down. Get off the couch. Good girl. My dog keeps on thinking she's allowed to jump up on the couch. Okay, so we'll give those a cleanse. Now she's come to lick my feet. She's like, I'm sorry, Mum, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be naughty. You are naughty. You cheeky girl. Okay, now get down, please. Okay, so we've got self-acceptance. Yeah, you're coming into this energy of accepting your needs and who you are and listening to your truth, for sure. Okay, and this is just that extra bump from the universe. Accept what your needs are. And spiritual growth. Beautiful, okay? So just like the high priestess, you're reconnecting with your spiritual self. You're growing in that spiritual energy, okay? Then we're going to take a message from the Mermaid Oracle deck. Time to move on. The message could not be any clearer for you guys. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Could not be any clearer. It's time. You might have been delaying this action for a while. Maybe you've known for a while, but you haven't been doing anything. But the universe is like, come on, start listening to yourself. And then we're going to take a message from the Goddess cards. Can't make this stuff up, guys. I've been shuffling the deck in front of you. Okay, this is just your truth. And we've got 2 Goddess cards. Okay, so we have Attain and we have Ishtar. So Attain, whose name literally means shining one, was a Celtic moon goddess, the second wife of Medea, king of the underworld. Medea's first wife, Thwanmak, was jealous of Attain and turned her into a fly. Falling into a glass of wine, Attain drowned. She was reborn and married Ilkade, a fertility god. Medea challenged Ilkade to a game of chess. The result was that Attain must spend half her year underground and half on earth. Attain is especially a symbol of fertility, of the vitality and life of all growing things. A goddess familiar with both life and death, she teaches that wherever we are on earth or in the depths of the underworld, we too can be shining. Yeah, so Attain's teaching you to embrace both the darkness and let it guide you into the light, okay? Look how the vulture, the darkness, moves into the light. Same with the black egg, okay? So be comfortable with both. Okay, and then we have Ishtar. Ishtar is the multi-layered Babylonian creator goddess, the source of all life and embodiment of the power of nature. She is the giver of plenty, a lawgiver, a judge, the goddess of time as well as the goddess of both love and war. Her name means giver of light and derives from her role as Queen of Heaven. So there's definitely that theme of you guys coming from the darkness into the light. She is the planet Venus, as both morning and evening star, and her girdle is the zodiacal belt. Ishtar descends to the underworld and restores the vegetation God Tammuz to life and thus restores fertility to the earth. So again, we've got that recurring theme of duality, of light and dark, underground and the heavens, you know. Maybe you need to reconcile with your shadow self. Perhaps it's time for you to become comfortable with the shadow side of your ego, of your mentality. And shadow has a stigma of evil to it, but it's not. It's just the side of ourselves that we don't know and we aren't comfortable with. So maybe it's time for you to become comfortable with that. Maybe it's your shadow self guiding you into this new life, into this breakup. Okay, whatever this time is for you, it's definitely the theme of you coming into the light. And there's also this theme of fertility in the cards. So, you know, you are coming out of that embryonic stage and like coming out of the womb, you know, coming into life itself. So as she descends, she removes a veil at each gate. While she is underground, all life on earth is depressed and nothing comes to life. Ishtar is a multifaceted, powerful symbol of a forthright mode of being that is unafraid to venture into the depths of the underworld. She represents the creative, feminine, active and strong. That's beautiful. Okay. So that's all I have for you, group number 1. Again, if you'd like a private reading, I would really be grateful for the business, and I'd be really happy to help you. I feel very in my element when I'm doing these readings and really empowered. So I'd love to do a personal one for you. Otherwise, I would love it if you would leave a comment down below and let me know if this reading resonated with you. And so I can get to know you and we can develop a community here. And please like, share and subscribe if it did resonate with you, as it's how my channel grows. And I really appreciate your time with me today, and I will see you in the next reading. Ciao, ciao. Hello, group number 2. Let's get into it. So we're starting off with the Sentinel Tarot deck. Those a bit of a cleanse, and we will set the intention. What is new for love for group number 2? What is new in your relationship? What new love is coming into your life? Oh, hello, Magician. Okay, let's get some answers, shall we? Hello, Ace of Pentacles. I'm liking it so far. Oh, Justice. Hot diggity damn. What else have I got? Queen of Pentacles and 4 of Wands in reverse. Curious. That doesn't go with the idea I was forming in my head. That's okay. So, let's ask the Moonology cards for clarification. Don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. Here's a star card that I seem to get in all my readings. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Oh, you guys, so I'm standing in front of the door that looks into my backyard, and my mum's dog is outside. It's a little mini schnauzer, and he's just standing there looking at me like, let me in, please. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Oh, buddy. His name's Klaus. Be bold to make the first move. Another star card. Oh my gosh. Okay. And let's see what the Spirit deck has to tell us. So this is going to tell me what your current energy is, and what your future energy will be, and the energy that will help guide you through this time in your life. And I swear to God, if we get the black egg and the vulture again, I'm going to lose my mind. Because that is just all that is coming out of the deck these days. Holy guac, that's a bit too many cards, sorry guys. Okay, like we have 3. Oh my gosh. So we've got the dragonfly. We've got the earthworm. And the beautiful butterfly. Oh my lord. Alright. Can you tell I'm excited? Can you tell? Let's get into it. I'm going to let class inside. Okay, group number 2. I must admit it took me a minute to figure out exactly what was going on here. But I got it. I got the message. I'm figuring it out. So, let's start. You are coming into a relationship. You are ready. You have all of the emotional fulfillment, the stability, the willingness to take action, to move forward into this new time of your life. Okay, you're ready. If you're currently in a relationship, then it's definitely founded on very stable grounds, and it remains in that way, and it's a flourishing relationship. I think this relationship, you met this person through work, or you met them through study, some sort of commitment, and again, the Ace of Pentacles says that it shows that whatever relationship comes with this is very grounded, very stable. Okay, you've got the Justice card, which is the balance of the past and the present, and you know, that he holds up the sword ready to strike through any bullshit that happens, but it's not necessary because things are balanced. So it's almost like things are so good for you that you're like, I'm kind of bored. That's the idea I'm getting. And he's got this purple veil here, and almost like the veil of, you know, like behind it is that yellow sky. And in this case, like there's so much yellow, I feel like it's representative of passion for your relationship, and it's like that's veiled out by practicality. Okay, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is, in relationship terms, again, very stable, practical, committed relationship. But you're getting the theme here. Committed, practical, stable. Where's the passion? Where's the fun, you know? And like, I hate to be like picky and choosy, but that's definitely the message I'm getting. It's like, you've got this great, stable, committed relationship, and you're either already in it or it's coming into your life, but you're going to be like, you know, I'd actually like it to be a little bit unstable in the sense of freedom. You'd like it to be a little bit more, not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Predictable. You want it to be unpredictable. So you want the comforts of that stability and the health of that stability, but a little bit more unpredictable, a little bit more fun. And if you're above 18, I hope you are, you know, this is very much like, you need a little bit more passion in the intimate sense, maybe. Or it could even be indicative of, because the Four of Wands in reverse is like that loss of stability. So because you met the person through work or through your studies, maybe that's coming to a close. Maybe you're in a temp contract where your studies are finished, and all of a sudden you're not in that same environment anymore, and things are going to change for you. But I think that's what you need. So if you're in this relationship now and you're wanting that change to come into your life, it's definitely coming. If you are coming into this relationship, then you're definitely going to have to go through this process first, and just keep in mind that that moment of fun will be about. Sorry about the dogs, they're playing. Then we have the dragonfly energy. So the dragonfly is very much someone who has so many thoughts buzzing around in their mind. They can't settle on one concept, one idea, one feeling. So I think you've got a lot going on, and you're probably so conflicted. Like, you might even be feeling a little bit like ungrateful, like, because your relationship is so good, but it just doesn't have that passion. So you're buzzing around, you don't know what you want, and I think maybe you are young, because the earthworm is someone who is new to things. Like, maybe this is your first relationship even, and you're not sure exactly how to go about bringing the passion in. But the dragonfly is very intelligent, as is the earthworm. And it's interesting that you've got an air energy and an earth energy here. And it's almost like you need to become a little bit more grounded and recognize your own intelligence, and like look at all the color with the earthworm encompasses. Recognize what you have to offer this world, you have to offer of new adventures. Okay, maybe you're the adventurous one in this relationship, and you have that freshness to bring to it. Don't underestimate it. Yeah. Then you've got don't let pride get in your way. So I think you're in this moment of stagnation. You're in this moment of pause where you are a bit frightened to do what it takes to bring the passion into this relationship, and that might be because you're a newbie to relationships. Okay, hold on. Ollie, come here, please. Good boy. Good girl, Naga. No. Ollie, do you want to go outside? That's enough. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl, Nugs. No, Ollie. Good boy. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So you're definitely in this period of stagnation. And yeah, I'm not so much resonating with this pride. Okay, I don't see the message of pride for you. I see more so that you're in this period of stagnation you need to move out of. And, you know, the lion, like, embrace the thing that has the opportunity or the strength to devour you. Like, that's the meaning of the strength card. So I'm seeing more the strength card in this. Like, you need to be strong. You need to face your fears, okay? And, you know, you don't really have a lot to be afraid of other than your self-doubt. Like, you just need to move past your self-doubt, because you have this beautiful energy within you. And like the dragonfly too, like I think you're physically stunning. Like, you've got this dragonfly and butterfly, and all the color, like the aura of the earthworm, like you must just be a sight to behold. And I'm not just saying that, like I'm really getting that message. Like, you are gorgeous and whoever is with you is very lucky, and they know it. Yeah. Oh my God, like I can feel like this weight on my chest. Like, I can't say that enough. Yeah, like you need to hear this. You do not appreciate how beautiful you are in the least. Oh my God. Oh, I feel like I need to breathe it out. Just like, I feel like you need to be shaped and just been like, you are beautiful. Listen to me. That's the message I'm feeling so strongly, okay? So I know it says don't let pride get in your way, but that's not the message I'm getting, okay? I'm getting more the message of strength. And you've got this fixed moon, hold your vision. So again, that message of stagnation, like there's a bit of a pause before you move forward in your relationship. But also the fixed moon is the indication to me that this relationship is not going anywhere. As in, like, it's not going to dissipate. It's long term. It could end up in marriage. Like, this is a fundamental relationship for you. So making this change is not going to ruin anything, okay? Hold your vision, hold your sights on what you want. You might even want to go traveling with this person. Maybe you want that opportunity to go overseas with them or travel the country with them and see what kind of passion and excitement that brings into your life, because the Four of Wands is about, can be about travel and not having any boundaries. So maybe you want to go on like a 12-month around the world trip with your person. I think that would be fantastic for you. Okay, hold that vision in your mind if that's what you want. Be bold and make the first move, the cardinal moon. yeah, I think it's definitely going to be up to you to make this move, because you're the one with the fire within you to do it. I want to see, where are my cards? Let me get my tarots. I want to see what energy your partner has. Just come around. I just have this feeling like they're like a king kind of energy, like King of Swords kind of energy, or King of Pentacles. The Hermit, okay. So your person is a little bit more introspective. So definitely you're the one who's going to have to come in with that passion and that fire to bring the excitement into your relationship. Alright, so like it or not, you're going to have to be bold and make the first move. But emotions are running high, the supermoon, the writing's on the wall, you, like, the emotions are going to be so vivid. And like, see how like this card is really lavender toned? That's a beautiful colour that expresses dreamlike intimacy, dreamlike connection, like that really like ethereal, romanticized love, yeah? So it's going to work for you very well, and it's going to be like this huge surge of energy into your relationship, okay? So let's take some messages from the Angel Oracle decks, see what they have to say or clarify for us. So it's pretty nice. Like, I know the reading seemed a bit harsh up front, but it had its purpose for sure. So don't be disheartened. Like, you've got a really healthy relationship. It just needs a little bit of an extra kickstart to maybe it started off with a lot of passion and it kind of just mellowed out, not in a bad way, but it just needed to, you just needed to revisit that. Okay, so okay. Archangel Michael, so you've got that energy of protection over your relationship, okay? If you're afraid that if you try to stir the pot a little bit that it's going to kick things up too much, it won't, okay? Forgiveness, so this is an interesting card. Maybe you have something you need to forgive in this situation. I'm getting the sense more so like you need to forgive yourself, you know, to do with that Justice card, which is now hiding, but Justice was here. Maybe you need to forgive something that happened in your past, and maybe that's what's holding you back from embracing this new energy and bringing it into your current relationship. But you need to forgive, and then you have focus. So focus on the now. Focus on these beautiful energies, okay? Because they're there. You just need to allow them to access your world, yeah? And then I'm going to take another extra message from the Mermaid Oracle deck. Holy guacamole. Alright, we've got a lot of cards that jumped out at us here. Morning affirmations. I am beautiful. I am equipped to deal with these new challenges. Okay? I am capable. I am passionate. I have a wealth of energy and abundance within me. Okay? Those are some things that you can say to yourself. Make a wish. This is a magical moment. Make a wish and enjoy its manifestation. Okay? You are definitely capable of manifesting the world that you want. So you just need to manifest this positivity and passion into your life. And then let yourself receive it. Okay? Allow others to give you love and care without guilt or apologies. maybe you, because of your past that you need to forgive, you are blocking this passion yourself, okay? Because maybe in the past you've been too passionate and it hasn't worked for you. Music for manifesting, a lot of manifesting energy. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire whilst you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So maybe music is a good avenue for you to channel your intuitiveness and to get in contact with your spirituality. Okay? And then we got one more from the Goddess deck. Beautiful goddesses. Let's see what they have to say to us. Inanna. Okay. Inanna is the ancient Sumerian mother goddess, both the protector of grain and the queen of heaven. She combines earth and sky. Powerful, self-sufficient, passionate, and many-sided, she is the fertility goddess as well as the source of the earth's wells, springs, and rivers. Each year, Inanna descends to the underworld to resurrect her consort Dumuzi. At each of the 7 gates, she leaves one of her garments behind until naked she meets her sister Ereshkigal, queen of the underworld. Ereshkigal kills Inanna and hangs her on a hook until Inanna herself is resurrected and returns to life. Inanna is a representation of the many facets that go into being feminine, as well as a guide into the dark places of psychological and spiritual death and disintegration. Holy moly, that was more intense than I was expecting for you guys. That message that I was trying to get through to you of how beautiful you are, both physically and spiritually. See how it says at each of the 7 gates she leaves one of her garments behind until naked she meets her sister Ishkagal. I think you have been on this journey of stripping yourself of any kind of physical manifestations of your ego. You're not someone who's centered around looks, and you have been focusing your life on the internal journeys of life. You don't get through life based on your looks, okay? And I think that's what the sense of being naked represents for you, but it left you vulnerable, left you raw, and that's what you need to forgive from your past, is that rawness and whomever has hurt you because you were so vulnerable, okay? Inanna is a representation of many facets that go into being feminine, as well as a guide into the dark places of psychological, spiritual death and disintegration. Okay, so you are revisiting your past insecurities, I think, in trying to bring this passion into this relationship. And it's time for you to accept your past and integrate with your shadow self and heal your inner self. Heal your inner child, heal your inner adolescent, or heal your inner youth. Whatever period of your life that you went through that pain, it's time to heal from it, okay? And then, finally, we have the butterfly card. And this is the evolution from the caterpillar into the beautiful butterfly, okay? You are evolving, and you know, you've got the earthworm, and I know it's not a caterpillar, but see how it's like in that cycle of karma, okay? And it's kind of twisted up in it, okay? I think you kind of pause in this moment of this karma cycle, and you need to kind of pull through the other end, yeah? And that's when you're going to transform into this beautiful butterfly. So let's just take a cue from the Animal Spirit Guidebook and see what it says about the butterfly. Okay, so undergoing great change and transformation. And I just had this thought, like, because your counterpart is the Hermit, I really feel like you're the guiding force in your relationship. You're the one who really influences the spiritual and emotional change and evolution of your relationship the most. And it's almost like your counterpart is where I go, or where you go, I follow, that kind of energy. And that poem has come into my head by E.E. Cummings. I carry your heart, I carry it in my heart. Wherever you go, I go, my dear. Okay? Whatever is done by me is done by you, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate. You know? All those things, you know, this person loves you, and this person just sees you as that yellow energy, that yellow light of happiness in their world, that colourful aura. Like, they're so in awe of it, you know. And you're afraid that you're going to lose them, you know, if you come into this energy. But, you know, make a wish and let yourself receive. Let yourself receive the love that this hermit is going to give you. Like, the hermit is capable of extraordinarily deep love. Let yourself receive it. Okay? Allow yourself to be this butterfly. So, that reading really, like, made a turn on itself, just like the earthworm. This is not just about your relationship. This is about you and your karmic cycle too. I very much get the feeling like this is a contracted lesson for you. So it's definitely a time of transformation for you. And I think you must be an air sign, but you've got to come into this earth energy and ground yourself for a little while to transform your air energy into something a little bit more stable and more positive manifestation. But yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'd be so grateful for some contact if you would like a private reading. I'd be really grateful for the business, and I'd be so happy to help you and to connect with you. I love connecting with people. If you would love to, then I'd really appreciate it if you would leave a comment down below and let me know if this reading resonated with you and tell me your story. If it did, then also hit like and subscribe. And sorry, that sounded really like a mum, but hit like and subscribe and share if you enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get into it. So we've got the Sentinel Tarot deck. We're going to give them a cleanse and a shuffle and set the intention. So what is new in love for group number 3? What love is coming their way? Or what changes in their relationship? Queen of Pentacles. We've had that in group number 2. And I think it was in group number 1 as well. Knight of Cups. Oh yeah, we love the Knight of Cups. That is some good energy. Five of Wands and Four of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Someone is going to make a move on you, or you're going to make a move on them. Oh yeah. Alright, let's talk to the Moonology cards for their messages and clarification. What's new in love? What's coming your way? See if we can get some different cards this time. I feel like in every reading the same cards are popping out. Okay, sorry guys, the camera cut out, but those are the cards that we got from the Moonology deck. So we've got you and your loved ones are safe, the new moon in Cancer. Full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is forecast. And luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. And then if we consult the Animal Spirit deck for your current energy and the energy that will help guide you through this phase of your life. Okay, Fire Ant as your current energy and the Mouse as your future energy. And I had the Mouse. Cute. Alright, let's get stuck into it. Okay, Queen of Pentacles, my lovely queens. We have a lot of Queen energy going on in today's readings. I think in your case, you're the Queen of Pentacles because you know what you want. You know enough to know what it is you don't want, which allows you to know what it is that you do want. And you have your own stability in life. You found your stability on your own. I feel like you're very self-reliant and independent. And all of a sudden, this Knight of Cups is coming into your life. Whether or not they've come now or recently, they're about to come very soon. And they're going to offer you, they've got this emotional offer for you, an offer of a relationship. Okay, look at them offering you the car on the white noble horse. You know, they have pure intentions. Okay, and you as the Queen of Pentacles are somebody who values more so, I guess, like a reservation in emotions over passion. And the Knight of Cups is someone who's very deeply emotional and quite passionate. And it's very conflicting with your ideals about a relationship or what you want in your counterpart, okay? But we've got the Four of Swords reversed, and the Seven of Wands reversed. So I think you're going to have to take a look at your ideals, take a look at what it is that you want on a whole. It's important to have standards for who you're in a relationship with, but if the Knight of Cups still meets your standards, but not so much your personal restrictions that you hold on yourself, you know, how do I describe this? Like, in relationships, we like our counterpart to mirror who we are, okay? Because we fall in love and we make friendships with people that reflect the things that we like about ourselves in them. So I feel like you're looking for somebody who has those same ideologies about being conservative about one's emotions. That's what you'd like to see in your partner as well. But here comes this person who is the opposite to that, and you've got to have some inner resolution on your conflicting ideals because you want this relationship, but you know, at what cost? With the Four of Swords in reverse, I just want to double check that, because the idea of God is that you like you're consolidating your beliefs, but in reverse, yeah, the Four of Swords reverse indicates a time for change. So, like, the Four of Swords upright is contemplating and consolidating your beliefs, but reversed, it's time for change. It's time to change your ideals about what you want, and that's going to be conflicting for you. But you've got to make a quick decision, because this person isn't going to hang around and wait for you forever. And I know I'm being harsh, but I'm being realistic, and this is what I'm getting from the cards. You know, you've got to make a quick decision, and this person will come in and out of, like, go out of your life as quickly as they came in if you don't acknowledge what they're offering you, okay? Okay, and I think, like, maybe in the past with this new moon in Cancer and full moon in Cancer, that you've had some pain with your family, past trauma with your family, and that's what's taught you to be self-reliant and independent, but also it's what's taught you to value that more contained. It's what's taught you to value to be contained in your emotional state, if that makes sense. And if you let go of that part of yourself, it's almost like you're re-accessing that pain that was caused with your family. And the Mouse energy is very, like, I know I said this was your future energy, but I'm not getting that feeling anymore. I think this is more so these are your current energies combined. I think you're unwilling to change your habits, your emotional habits, because you're afraid and you're being nitpicky at, like, the Mouse energy is very frightful and nitpicky at the small things because it's how they protect themselves. And I understand that, like, I'm very much like that myself. So, but it means that you're not allowing yourself access to more opportunities. But you're safe, okay? This is a safe offer for you, okay? Pure intentions. And yes, it's going to be so emotionally intense, but it's going to be emotionally fulfilling, okay? And the personal issue reaches resolution. I think you're going to realize that if you compromise, when Outcome is forecast talks about compromise and balancing the scales, if you compromise what you want and what you need for your future, then you're going to come into this resolution, a full moon in Cancer, okay? So this is going to be a full cycle for you. From the new moon to the full moon, you're going to be learning to accept change and perhaps accept the offer from the Knight of Cups. Whether or not you do, it's up to you, but I think it'll be a valuable trigger for you to learn to start allowing more emotion into your life. Okay, so it's going to create that balance, and you know, this is very pink, so to me it's speaking very much of romantic balance, and luck is on your side is also very pink, so you could be coming into what's the word? Equilibrium, that's the word. Yeah, an equilibrium for your needs and for your romantic satisfactions as well. Okay, and you've got luck on your side, so this could very much work out for you. You could accept this offer and it could be very positive. Okay, but let's see what we get from the Angel Oracle. Give these a shuffle. Yeah, I really feel like you're just in this mode of protection, but you've really got this beautiful offer coming in, so you need to be willing to accept that and see it as a miracle. See it as, you know, a really positive change coming into your life for evolution, okay? Okay, and you've got support from the universe, from your friends, from your inner circle. Might not be your family, because of, for some of you, you might have a bad history with them, but the support is there, okay? Let's see what else. Okay, we've got trust. Trust in what's coming your way. Trust in this offer. Remember, pure intentions, okay? This person, the Knight of Cups, is not always emotionally mature, and they seek out someone who can help them develop that maturity, which you have. You're the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, again, a win-win outcome is forecast. This is going to be a very balanced relationship, and if you're in the mode and the position of the teacher in this relationship, perhaps that will help you in becoming a little bit more vulnerable, because you're that teacher. You don't have to be as vulnerable as you would if you were the learner, okay? And then you've got abundance. Okay, this person is going to bring you abundance emotionally, and you've got, you know, she's playing the guitar. It's going to be peaceful for you eventually once you get through the stress of change. All right, and let's ask the Mermaid Oracle deck for some further clarification. Protection. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. Maybe perhaps for some of you it's not past trauma with your family, but maybe you're concerned about what bringing a relationship into your family life will bring, but you're safe, it's protected. If you have a child and you're concerned about bringing romance in to their life, if you introduce someone new if they're quite young, you're protected, you're safe, okay? Okay, and finally, let's ask the Goddess cards. Let's see what they have to offer. Oh, straight up, I didn't even have to shuffle. Diana. Beautiful. Diana is the ancient lady of the beasts, called by the Romans Lucina, goddess of the light. As mistress of wild things, she is especially responsible for anything young and vulnerable. Yeah, I think you have a child maybe. Be it wild or human, or for those that have childhood trauma with their families, then you're protecting your inner vulnerability, your inner child, okay? So she is responsible for anything young and vulnerable, be it wild or human. She's a goddess of solitude, comfortable with the wilderness and with the great silence of nature. She represents the mystic, primitive identity of the hunter and the hunted. Diana is a moon goddess, symbolizing the moon in its crescent phase. She stands for the Virgin, a self-sufficient, free goddess who lives life on her own terms, just like the Queen of Pentacles, okay? That's definitely her energy. Especially a goddess of women, she is related to all phases of female existence, from infancy to menstruation through birth, nursing, menopause, and death. Diana stands for the part of us that is at home in the wilderness, at home with our primitive instinctual nature. Okay, so you need to learn to be at home with the wild part of you, the part of you that desires more, the part of you that desires an emotional fulfillment. The Knight of Cups is offering it to you. Okay, and you will get there. You will. I'm going to take one more animal spirit card just to see what your final energy turns out to be. the hummingbird. And I did see the shark pop up momentarily, so that's about being honest with yourself. So you need to be honest with your desires, and the hummingbird is about self-reliance and self-efficiency, but with the nectar of life, with the fruits of life, okay? So still continue that mode of self-reliance, but start finding your nourishment from things that are more fulfilling rather than being too strict on yourself, okay? So you're positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful, okay? So inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity, all right? And that's all I have for you guys today, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, then my email address is in the description box below. I'd be so grateful to do that with you. Otherwise, please leave a comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you, or like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.